Hi, this is Rick, and you're in the Whiskey Zone, where we celebrate the spirit of the spirit. Today, I'm at ground zero for the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, the Vaults in Leith, and we're going to be tasting a sprig of mint. For anyone unfamiliar, the Scotch Malt Whisky Society was founded in 1983 in Edinburgh, Scotland, and releases single cask, single malt whiskies for the most part. In addition, due to legal restrictions when they started, the Society never outright names the distillery where the spirit came from, instead assigning it a number that has long since stopped being secret, if it ever was. I first joined the Society back in the 90s and have been a devoted fan of their releases ever since. This particular bottling is labeled 5.88, the 5 referencing the distillery and the 88 signifying how many casks the Society has bottled so far from that particular distillery. And it's called a sprig of mint, the unique name being another fun tradition of a Society bottling, and I'll save you the time looking it up online. It's an I should be pronouncing my better, but it's an Auchentoshan, a lowland malt from Clydesbank just west of Glasgow that's known for triple distilling their spirits, giving them a more mellow flavor. It was released this year as an 18-year-old, having been distilled back in 2003, and matured in a first fill ex-bourbon barrel. It's 58.1% ABV, and it still amazes me that they can figure out that 0.1. But as with all Scotch Malt Whisky Society releases, there is no chill filtering and no color added. The coloring now in this glass is a very pleasing amber shade, and I have to say that the whiskey has some very long, slow, oily legs. Let's begin with the nose. My first whiff is of chocolate-covered raisins. I'm getting some toffee. Oh man, when I stick my nose in the glass, I'm getting big bourbon. I mean, it's like I'm back in Kentucky. So I guess there's got to be some serious cask influence going on here. Now, when I was a kid, my mother would often wear her hair up in these elaborate designs and use this big can of hairspray to keep it all in place. I'm getting my mom's hairspray. Strawberry marmalade and maraschino cherries. Now it's time for the tasting. Ignore the first one. I'm thinking cherry cough syrup or a sweet, almost medicinal cherry syrup, or a cocktail syrup that you'd find behind the bar. I'm getting like a bitter tang, maybe bitters. Yeah. There's like an intense, sweet, citrusy puckering, like a grapefruit cut in half with honey poured over it. I'm getting wheat, but surprisingly, no sprig of mint. Now, because it is over 58% ABV, that's right, 58.1% ABV, I think I'll add some water because I think it'll be interesting. With the water, it's opening up some sweetness. I'm getting bubblegum, cherry bubblegum. I know I keep going back to the cherry. And a little vanilla this time. That's very nice. So I know it's fresh in my mind, but I just swallowed that last bubblegum, and now it's become juicy fruit. I'm getting evergreen and pine cones. And yet still, sorry SMWS, no sprig of mint. The finish on this one is not long, but it is smooth. There's a little citrus on the tongue and a little bit of sweetness too. This was a fun whiskey to drink. While it's not from one of the distilleries that's immediately on the tip of everyone's tongue, or that easy to say, it is a very good distillate, and I believe the Society chose just the right amount of time to keep it in the cask. I will happily give the SMWS 5.88 release, A Sprig of Mint, a 9-finger pour. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Society's 18-year-old A Sprig of Mint, even without the mint. If you'd like more details on my review, please visit thewhiskeyzone.com. And while you're here today, I encourage you to comment, like, subscribe, and share. So until next time, drink smart, stay safe, and we'll see you again in the Whiskey Zone.